of our environment, inseparably connected to the world we live in a million different ways. The smile of a stranger can warm our heart. The sights, sounds and fragrances of nature relax us and bring us joy. Even the moon, 250,000 miles from Earth, affects our moods as well as the tides. There is a bond between us and the universe, a bond that reaches from the vast extremities to the depths of our innermost center. No man is an island. This bond is so intimate that the very moods we feel and the thoughts we think actually influence our chemical composition and literally determine who we are. In the 1990s, Dr. Masaru Emoto undertook his classic study of water and its response to stimuli like words, music, and expressed emotions. Positive and negative expressions were written on or spoken to individual water vials. The droplets of the water were then frozen and the ice crystals were observed under the microscope. The crystallized results were revealing and dramatic. The water that had been exposed to positive statements made beautiful symmetrical crystals, while those that were surrounded by negative expressions created meaningless, jagged shapes. Crystallization sends us a telling message of the destructiveness of hate, anger, and violence, as well as the inspirational impact of love, gratitude, peace, happiness, and hope. If thoughts and words can have such an effect on crystallized water, imagine the influence they can have upon us. Chemically, we are all made up of 70 to 90% water, so by our own positive thoughts and by our own kind words, we physically change our molecular structure to create symmetrical patterns of strength and power within ourselves and within those around us. Thus, we each have the power to create literal inner beauty. The brain makes files based on information it is given. It does not know the difference between imagination and reality. Thus, the thoughts you feed your mind today determine the reality of your tomorrow. Beliefs, mind and matter are inseparably connected. So see the person you want to be, believe it, reach for it, and become it. The change must begin within ourselves. We all possess the ability to change our world for the better, and all it may take is a positive thought, a gentle word, a sincere smile, or a kind gesture. For the people you know, for the people you don't, and even for those you've